Here's the truth about owning a nice car at a young age. I'm 22 years old and I own two BMW M3s. We got one right here getting absolutely demolished in the snow, and another one having a sweet old time in the garage. And I know these are not Porsches or McLarens, but they are cars that only a small percent of people my age can attain. And ever since I was in high school, I dreamed of owning these nice cars, so I got a job, worked really hard, and literally dumped all my savings into them. And sometimes, I regret it a lot. One reason is the downright money I could have saved had I not bought these expensive toys. This is literally $35,000 in cars which I could have used to move out of my parents' house or even invested in the stock market. I know Bitcoin prices are down right now, but if I invested in it 2 years ago, I could have literally doubled my money. But here I am having my money tied into depreciating assets. The second reason is perception. People see you driving a nice car and assume you've got life all figured out. I get nods of approval from people twice my age who probably think I'm killing it financially. But in reality, it's way less glamorous. I'm 22, live at home, and don't have the same expenses as some people do. It creates this weird pressure where you're trying to keep up with an image of yourself that isn't even real. You try to create a fake image that justifies why you have a nice car, when in reality, I'm 22. I live with my parents, and I don't have bills to pay. If you have a decent job, live at home so you don't have to pay the bills, then dump all your savings into cars, you too can have these same things. But that isn't the case for everybody. There are people working way harder than me that have things like rent, food, or even child support they gotta pay that don't have the opportunity to drive these cars, so never judge a book by its cover. The final reason is the way it changes your personality. When you're young and don't have a lot of character development, it's easy for a car to become your whole personality. It becomes your whole social media, your camera roll is just your car, your conversations start revolving around it, and before you even know it, you're attaching your identity to something you own instead of who you actually are. You become known as the kid from philosophy class who owns an M3, and one day when your car's in the shop or you're not behind the wheel, you realize you kinda gotta figure out who you are without it. So if you're young and you own a nice car, just don't let it be your whole personality. And if you don't have the car you want yet, don't feel like you're behind, because from the other side, it's not as perfect as it looks. Nice cars don't mean you're ahead in life. They just make it look that way.